Today we are going to talk about career planning. See, let's first have what is that you're going to learn in this career planning. Uh, First, let's know what is the objective of learning about this particular topic. See, the students will be familiarized about their career plan and a plan for a proper career. So, at the end of the session, you will have a concept clarity and understanding with regard to the career plan. So, let's start with what is career. See, career is an individual's journey through learning, or it can be through work or other aspects of life. There are a number of ways to define career, and this particular term career is used in a variety of ways. So, let's have a look at what is this career. See, career is a lifetime opportunity. So you can also referring to the progress and actions taken by a person throughout a lifetime, especially those related to the person's occupation. I can simply tell that it can be an occupation undertaken for a significant period of a person's life and with opportunities for his programs. See, for example, if you have taken a job, and in that particular job, how are you going to work? How are you going to carry out this work? And what is the opportunity that is available to you to progress in this particular field? So that you can call it as opportunities for programs. So you can just say like you are destined for a career as an engineer, like how your father was, or you wanted to become a doctor like your father or mother. So usually you'll have somebody who is at a backup to see that your career is taken over. Next, we can say that a career is often composed of the jobs held, or you can say that you can say that maybe it comprises of various activities or job positions that you held, and the titles that you have earned at your workplace, and the work that you have accomplished over a long period of time, rather than just referring to one position. See, for a starting job, maybe that you have entered into an organization as just a normal employee, and thereafter you will be promoted as a manager, and thereafter you will be promoted as senior manager. Likewise, at in where you get a career progress, that period of time what you have accomplished to get into that particular position will be referred to as a career. So for example, here we have chosen an individual's career to become a lawyer. So that lawyer can be an individual's work for several different firms. How are you going to engage as a lawyer? How are you going to give a consultancy as a lawyer towards various firms and in several different areas of law over a lifetime? That we call it as a career. Then we have career objective. See, for example, if you are a fresher, so if you are a fresher, you will have to say that your career objective will be like to secure a challenging position in a organization, so that you can put your learning skills and knowledge to satisfy your organization. Sometimes it can be so sometimes if you want to become a software developer, if you want to have be in a medical and health services manager, nurse practitioner, you wanted to become a teacher, you want to become a financial manager, you want to become management analyst, it can be anything. So for every job or career, there must be a objective. So I must tell you that creating an opportunity to get promoted or advance quickly is just a management skill, but you need to know what you need to do to manage your career and supercharge your promote ability. So if you closely look at who has risen quickly to the top of any organization, you will be able to understand a better answer for the question what you must do to grow in your career. So most people see the surface rationale for the rapid rise but miss the fundamental skills and actions that drive their success. So we must have some essential characteristics, or you must possess some essential characteristics in order to build your career. So firstly, I can say that there are 5 essential characteristics that will have a significant influence on your success for any kind of career. Firstly, you need to know your strengths and values. See, you cannot build any career, or you cannot go for an advancement plan in your career without making an accurate assessment of your current strengths and value adds. You must know what you are and what are the unique features you have, because every product, even you are considered as a product in the organization. So every product, there will be an UPS, unique proposition selling, or you can call it as unique selling propositions, which is a unique feature of the product which will stand apart. Similarly, for every human being, there will be a unique skills which is not alike between among the others. So this is not some esoteric concept. If you know what you are good at, you should believe in your strengths, solidify you believe in what you contribute to the organization. Then you must also able to understand that you will empower your attitude, and you must create an image is that you are someone unique, because you have a belief about your strength and your positive intentions to contribute to the company. In case if you have the strong inner belief about your value, you believe that you are deserving of the recognition for your value, your commitment to earning increased responsibility, then you definitely there will be a good career ahead for you. Once you have to truly thought through your strengths and capabilities to add significant value to the organization, and the inner focus to believe that you will contribute and rise to the top, you have the foundation to move to the other fundamental characteristics. Secondly, you will have professional self promotion. See, you must simply have a plan to promote yourself and execute that plan to at every opportunity, because this does not mean blatant. On the contrary, see, professional self promotion means to active management of your image inside as well as outside the organization. You should be continuously on a run to promote yourself inside the organization, because no one else will constantly going to make sure that you are visible to the people that count your activity or count your contribution. So this is your responsibility. Nobody else is going to take that responsibility of promoting your skills. So important people must recognize that you exist. Others must get noticed of your presence. That must be your work. So you must stand out to the right people at the right time, that you are hardworking and excelling at what you contribute is a given. So you will fall short of being widely recognized if you think that your contribution speaks for itself. So identify all those people that can make a difference. You need people of influence, okay, to know who you are and what you contribute to the organization. So if you are not getting important opportunities, you need to pinpoint the projects, committees and other activities where you can add some value. So something you can have an impact on that will get people's attention towards your existence. So you must keep finding some opportunities, projects sponsored then by the organization, and get involved in that voluntarily. Then the third key point, or the feature that you should possess is, it is visibility is key. You have become known to everyone. Your presence is very much known to everyone. So all the people of influence need to have a clear image of you in their minds first of all. So being seen in the right places with the right people on a regular and consistent basis is visibility control. So one workable technique is to be absolutely current and aware of what the company is engaged in. So who is driving initiatives and what's happening around. So by being in the know and maintaining an active list that connects the top people with their projects, assignments and challenges, will you put in visibility control. See, sometimes what happens, you understand that you are working, but you must be a leader in that working. So that will create an impact in the minds of people. And it is not enough if you be a leader, you should share it in public. Whatever ideas you have, whatever work you have been doing, all that must be shared in a open meetings, press conferences, public or community meetings where an influential leader is speaking, so that they will get to know what is your contribution, what is your role exactly. And also you should be very careful enough to take control and be very creative. get people talking about seeing you, and so, or at a very important events. And fourthly, you need to create a professional brand. See, you are your most important asset in creating promote ability. So you must embrace this business fact of life, those you work with and interact with inside and outside the organization, so that you will quickly create a perception of your job skills and abilities. So your job is just a package to yourself, and present your professional brand at every opportunity that is given to you. Like, you must create a professional brand image and then walk and talk your brand. You must question, will people's perception be the image you want of and your value. See, people may see you in different angle, so that perception must have something good for you in order to be good in your career or progress towards your career. And also you need to have a plan every week that promotes your brand in some way or the other. And also you can question yourself, how can I position myself this week to gain the visibility and display my professional brand in a quality way. So all these questions